everybody is really concerned about getting into a split position. All our bodies are different, and the way we're built and the way our chemistry is made up is going to depend on what flexibility we can achieve. But one thing I can guarantee you is the more you stretch, the more flexible you'll become. Some of the things that has helped me is to vary my routine. If you do the same stretches over and over again, your body's going to get used to the stretching routine, and it's not going to be as effective. So it's good to take some exercises, do them for a while, and then go into a whole new routine. Or say, for example, you want to work on your hamstrings, do some exercises for a month, and then completely change your routine, and then go back to it later. So that way your body doesn't get used to that type of stretching. Another question people ask me is, when should I stretch? A good time to stretch is in the morning, because our body is really tight, and you'll find that you won't be able to stretch as easy as if you were stretching during the day. Another good time is at night, because our body is warm, and you'll find that you'll achieve a little bit more flexibility. Same thing goes, vary it. Stretch in the morning, afternoon, or evening. The more you stretch, the more flexible you're going to become. The more flexible you become, the healthier you become. The first exercise we're going to do is stretch out the neck muscles. A lot of times people will ignore the neck, and if you have tension in your neck, this will cause headache, or it could cause strain in your shoulders or back problems. So it's really important to stretch that out. First thing I want you to do is bring your head forward until you feel the stretch into the back. On 2, bring it back, lifting it up as far as you can. 3, take it to the side so you feel the stretch coming all the way down the side of your neck. And 4, over to the other side. Okay, let's do that again. 1, bring your head forward. 2, back. 3, to the side. And 4, over to the other side. And one more time. Forward. Now, if you want to add a little more tension, you could take your hands and slightly give yourself a little pressure, pushing it forward. This will cause a little bit more stretch. 2, bring it back. 3, to the side, and take your hand and slightly bring it over so you feel a little more intense stretch coming down the neck all the way into your shoulder. And to the other side. Now, when you're doing this, you want to take your time. Don't push it really hard. Just slowly come up and in. Next exercise we're going to work on is our shoulders. Okay, what I want you to do is take your feet apart and bend your knees, drop down, keep your knees pushed out over your legs. Now, a lot of times when we do our exercises, we're going to be working different parts of the body. So what we want to do is get our body flexible, and we want to get it strong at the same time. Now, take your arms in big circles, and you're going to come forward. Keep the arms straight and all the way around. Okay, we're going to do this for about 20 times, breathing out. Now, as you're doing all these exercises, you never want to hold your breath. Okay, now we're going to reverse, going back the other way. And extend your arms as far as you can. Stomach in tight, back straight. Good. And come up, shake your legs out. Next exercise we're going to work on is working arm coordination and also flexibility in the shoulders. What I want you to do is take your 2 hands in a fist, and your first circle is going to come forward. At the same time, your other hand is going to go back, and you're just going to circle them out, relaxing your body, loosening up the arms. Now, you might find that this one is a little bit hard on your coordination. What you want to make sure you're doing is if this hand's coming forward, this one is not coming forward. One's going forward and one's going back. And now reverse. Take your other hand forward and back. Breathe out, stomach in. Good. Next, we're going to work on the waist. So what I want you to do is keep your stomach in tight, back straight, and take your hands, open them up, and put them along your waist. From this position here, your hands are going to slide all the way across your body and back. So my torso is staying straight ahead, but I'm getting a good twist into the waist and into the back. Hands slide, stomach in, back straight, and breathe. Now open up your hands and the same thing, just let your hands fall back and forth. You should feel a really good stretch into the spinal area. Good. And shake it out. So we did a little bit warm up of the neck, the shoulders, and the back. Now, next position, I want you to take this at your own pace. Remember, stretching is an individual program. Don't try to stretch as far as someone else can, because you can cause damage if you take it beyond your own capacity. Now, what I want you to do is fold your elbows, keep your stomach in straight, and slowly you're going to bend forward without bending your legs. Now, if this is as far as you can go, that's fine. I don't want you to go to where it feels painful. You want to go to where you feel the movement, you can feel the pull, but it's not uncomfortable. Now, from this position here, stomach in, and we're just going to hold it. Try to keep your back straight, legs straight, and down. And breathe. Remember, when you feel an intense stretch, the breathing will help. It's like a meditative process. Inhale slowly, exhale slowly, and imagine how good that stretch is feeling. Now, from this position, what I want you to do is take your hands and you're going to interlock them behind you. Now, for maximum flexibility, you're going to try to bring your palms together. If your shoulders are tight, you're not going to be able to do this. You're going to have your hands open. That's okay. You know where you have to work. From here, slowly bring your hands forward as far as you can, bringing your chest toward your knees, and you should feel a really, really good stretch in the shoulder blades. Stomach stays in, breathe out, hold, and slowly come up, back, straight, shoulders back. Now you'll feel it actually brought your shoulders back more. A lot of times we have a tendency to relax our shoulders forward. This is very bad for our posture. If your posture is bad, it'll make your internal organs not healthy. So everything you want to keep straight, erect, and in tight. Okay, next exercise we're going to do is working on the hamstring a little bit. So what I want you to do is take your left foot forward and flex your toe up as far as you can. You could bend your back leg in this position here. Now the main thing is keep this leg straight. A lot of times people will bend the leg they're stretching to get down further. That is only going to help, it's not going to help you get more flexibility. What it's going to do is hinder you, because you're cheating. We don't want to cheat. Remember, stretching is at your own pace. Now, take a fist and your hand is in an elbow. You're going to come down very slowly, bringing that elbow as close to your toe as you can, keeping that leg straight. And we're going to hold that position. Now, what you're doing is you're not only getting a great stretch in your calf, but it's also going all the way up to your hamstring, into the buttocks, and also in the back. So breathe out when you hold this. Remember, do not take it to where it feels really painful. You're going to take it to where it feels uncomfortable, but enough where you're not going to do damage to your leg. And very slowly come up. Shake your leg out, and we're going to try the other side. So your other foot's forward, bend the hand, the elbow, stomach in tight, and down to your toe. Now you might notice that one side is more flexible than the other. That's usually the case for everybody. You'll find one side's a little bit easier to do. And slowly come up. We have to work both sides. If you find one side is a little bit harder, maybe you might want to concentrate on that side to get it equivalent to your other side, so both sides are evenly balanced. Next, what I want you to do is take your right foot forward so your toes are straight, and your back foot's going to be at a 45-degree angle. Now, body position is very important in this exercise. I don't want you to bend your leg forward like that. I want you to keep pushing it back, stomach in, and your front leg is bent. Now, you don't want to go like this position here because then you're not working it. You really want to push it down so you're really strengthening the quadricep. From this position here, you're going to take your arms out and bring them out so they're completely parallel, like if your hands are resting right on a table. Now, I want you to think that someone is pulling your one hand forward and your other hand back at the same time, shoulders down. I find a lot of people doing this exercise bring their shoulders up. You have to relax the shoulders and bring it down. Look straight over your middle finger and just concentrate. You'll feel that this will really start to work fast and you can feel the strength developing. What you want to do is just relax and breathe and try to hold it. Now, from this position, bend forward as far as you can. And part A, if you're not flexible enough, you're going to take your elbow and rest it on your leg. From this position here, your other hand is going to come up. Now, notice how my body turned to the side. I'm bringing my chest up toward the ceiling. If you're a little more flexible, you can take your fingertips and drop them down. And we're going to hold this position here. Now, you always want to remember elongation. From this hand to this hand is stretching up as far as I can, reaching up, looking up at the ceiling. If this bothers your neck, you can keep your head down. But if not, you're going to keep it up and look. Now, we're holding this position. You really are feeling it in your legs. We're building our strength. You're going to take this arm across and come off to the side looking up. Now what you're doing is you're getting a really good stretch up the whole side of the body. Breathe out. Again, feel as someone's pushing my arm out to the side. Now, with strength, come up without moving your legs and slowly bring your leg up. Turn your toes in and we're going to try the other side. Turn your toe out, stomach in, and down. Now you'll also feel this in your arms. If you feel that you have to drop your arms down to take a break, go ahead. If not, try to keep the discipline to keep your hands up. Stomach in, remember, pushing your back leg up, front leg bent sharp. Breathing out. Now slowly reach it forward. Part A, bring the elbow down, hand up and twist looking up. More flexible, fingertips to the floor. If you're really flexible, you could bring your palm down to the floor. Now, slowly bring that hand over to the side and reach. Feel the stretch in the body. And slowly come up. Now, using leg strength only, push up, breathe out, hold, and come up, drop the hands, and relax. Next exercise is one of my favorites. What I want you to do is take your foot forward, bend the leg, and you're on the ball of your back foot. Now, this is a great stretch, especially to stretching the psoas muscle. We usually don't stretch this muscle, and this is the muscle we need to develop our high kicks. So you're on the ball of your foot. Again, do not bend in like that. I could stay like this all day. You got to push it up, push that leg up, push this leg forward, stomach in, back straight. Now take your hands all the way up. Interlace them so your index fingers are pointing up. Now we're doing a lot of things. What I'm doing is pushing down with my weight, pushing up with my hands. So I feel someone's pulling me up this way, someone's pulling me down that way, while I'm keeping balanced position. Breathe out. Now bring your arms back as far as you can. This here isn't as good as all the way back as far as you can, arms straight. Don't do this. This is a lazy position. Up and out. Remember, we're working our bodies to the extreme to get as healthy as we can and as flexible as we can. Now, from this position, what I want you to do is you're going to take your opposite elbow to your knee and bring it across your body and your knee as far as you can. Now take your other hand, like a pray position, and you're going to twist your back and look up. Now we're working twisting of the spine. All our energy comes from the spine, so it's very important to keep this position strong. Now, from that position, come back into the hands up. You should really be feeling it in your left quadricep. And push up, hands down, and relax. Now we're going to try the other side. From this position, take your other foot forward. On the ball of your back foot, stomach in, push up your thigh, bend your front leg, circle the hands up, interlace, elbows back, and breathe. Now, you could take these exercises individually, and you could hold them for as long as 1 minute. You'll find that if an exercise is something you don't like, you go, oh, I don't want to do that one. That's the one you need to do most. And then eventually, as you get to do it, it will become your favorite exercise. Okay, now take the opposite elbow across. Hand comes on top. And twist upward as far as you can, keeping your back leg straight. That's the hard part. You want to keep the leg straight. And if you find your balance is off, that's okay. Lose your balance and come right back into that position. And slowly come up, hands up, reach up, push down, push out, step up, and hands down. That should feel really great on your legs. Okay, next we're going to work on balance. Balance is very important to practice, especially if you're a martial artist, because when we're kicking, we're on one leg. So we have to have extreme balance. Now, what I want you to do is take your hands up and interlace them. From this position here, you're going to take your left foot forward. Now, since we're doing balance, a couple tricks to help you keep your balance is pick a point straight ahead on a wall and stare at it. If you look around, you're going to lose your balance. Reach up as far as you can, stomach in, lean forward, back leg straight, and hold. Now, from here, take your hands down to the floor, and you're going to walk them back as close to your foot as you can, and you're going to bring your leg up as high as you can. Now, two things. This could be good if you want to challenge yourself a little more. Grab your foot and press your chest into your leg, holding that position. And hands down, feet together, and come up. Okay, let's try the other side. Hands up, interlock the legs, your foot forward, and lean. Breathe out, concentrate straight ahead. Hands slowly come down. Bring your leg up as high as you can. Walk your hands back. If you can grab your leg, grab it. And slowly bring the leg down and come up. Our second balance exercise, what I want you to do is take your foot up and grab the bottom of your foot. Now, you're going to bring your knee to your other leg and squeeze your heel in tight. Now, for better balance, You could bring your hand up and hold, stretching up. You should feel a good stretch coming into the hamstring and also in the quadricep. Now, what I want you to do is slowly come forward. Here comes our balance. Hand out as you lift your thigh, working back flexibility and up. And switch the other side. In, hand up and hold. Breathe out and reach. Slowly come forward. And in. Our next balance exercise, I want you to take your foot up and grab the bottom of the foot. Hand up, stomach in, very slowly bring the leg up and hold. In and down. Now the other leg. Now another way you could do this, you can hold on against a wall at first and try your leg up. So either way, you could work the flexibility against a wall or the balance without the wall. Hand up, breathe, slowly take your leg up, and in. Good job. Next, we're going to come down on the floor and do some stretches there. Now, some of these exercises I showed you might be a little challenge for you and a little advanced, but remember, you take it at your own pace. I always like to see what the challenge is for me because that gives me a goal to work forward to. If I get to someone and I say, oh, this is easy, this is fine, it's like, no, what's the next step? I want to push myself a little bit further. So it doesn't matter how flexible you are, you can always get more flexible. So you just keep practicing and put that challenge to yourself to strive to get better and better for you, not for anybody else. Okay, let's go down to the floor. Okay, first exercise I want you to do is sit down and bring your legs apart. Now, I'm sure you saw this exercise done a lot of times. I'm going to tell you the way that I find is best and has helped me in flexibility. I've seen a lot of people do it different ways, and I don't think you can achieve the maximum flexibility if you do it that way. Feet apart, legs straight. Don't bend your knees in like that. You want to keep them straight. Even if you have to bring your feet in closer, it doesn't matter. You take it at your own pace. Feet apart, toes up. Stomach straight. Now, I've seen a lot of people bend forward, you round the back and try to get your head to the ground. That isn't any good. First of all, you're not stretching your back and you're not going to get the maximum stretch on the inner groin muscles. From here, I want you to keep your hands straight and very slowly come forward. If this is as far as you can go, that's fine. You might really feel it here. Keep your back straight. Think of pressing your chest forward. Gradually go a little step by step. Oh, that's good. Maybe in 2 weeks you go another inch. You take it at your own pace and you don't force it. From this position, gradually what you want to get to is coming down to your back on the floor. Okay, so we're going to hold this position. This one's a little bit difficult to talk and hold at the same time. But feet apart, back straight. Remember, stretching out. So now I'm not only stretching my legs, but I am stretching my back. And I'm going to rest my head onto the floor. Breathe, stomach in tight. And now we're ready to come up. Very slowly, walk your hands back, back straight. Bring your legs in and bounce them out. Part B of that exercise, same thing, feet apart. We're going to work the same area on the legs, but now we're going to add the waist. Now, what I like to do is from this position, back straight, I want you to take your hand in with the back of your hand on the floor, and your other hand is going to come over, and you're going to reach. This hand is reaching forward, this one is reaching back. So I really feel this stretch coming into the side. If you can advance a little bit further, what you would do, the next step is come down, try to grab your foot, and twist up toward the ceiling. So I'm really stretching my back at the same time. Wherever you could go, that's fine. Remember, you want to keep these legs straight. Don't bend them, and keep your legs flat on the ground. You don't want to have any space from the leg muscle to the floor. Twist, hold, and slowly come up and switch. Other hand across, back of the hand is on the floor, reach up, all the way out. If this is fine, that's it. If you could go further, grab the foot and twist, holding it here. And you can pull your head down to the knee if you can do that. And slowly come up, hands out, and relax. Bring the legs in. Next, we're going to work on splits. I love to do splits. I couldn't always do a split. It took a while for me to get to it, but I practiced, and one day I got down and I kept it. Now, it's something you have to keep up. If you get your flexibility to a split and then you don't practice for a long time, you'll find that it goes quickly. Sad, but true. So we have to keep practicing this. Now, what I want you to do is take your feet apart, and you're going to bring your hands down to the floor. I want you to keep your back straight. From here, very slowly bring your legs out. Now, if this is as far as you can go, that's fine. Remember, we're taking it at your pace. What eventually you want to do is get your weight to the back and down and hold into this position. Toes are now facing forward. Okay, we're going to hold this. And from here, we're going to push ourselves up. Bring your feet in. You don't have to jump like that. You can slowly crawl up, or whatever it takes to get your legs up out of that position, and come up. Okay, that's the side split. The main thing is to keep the legs straight. Now, our second split we're going to do is the front split. Okay, I'm going to turn to the side so you can see this. Now, this is the way I like to teach the split. Bring your feet apart, hands out, and bring your hands to the floor, keeping both legs straight. Now, I see a lot of people doing splits like this, or all kinds of versions. This isn't going to stretch out your legs. You have to keep the legs straight. It might not look as low, but you're working to get that split position a lot faster by keeping the legs straight. So from here, hands are down. Very slowly, you're going to come out as far as you can. If that's it, you go at your own pace till both legs are straight and you're into this position here. Stomach in, legs out. The main thing is try to keep your legs as straight as possible. Now, there's different positions people could do. If you can't do the split, you just take it as far as you can. Gradually, you will get lower and lower the more you practice it. From this position here, if you can do this with no problem, you're going to circle your hands up. Again, interlock the hands and up. Now, by doing this, by not using your hands, you're putting your weight completely on your legs, which is going to develop strength. Two, what you could do from this position here is you can bend forward, you could grab your foot and bring your head down to your leg and up. Now, our third challenge is if you could do that, or you could think about doing this, you're going to bring your back leg up, you're going to grab it and push back, which is stretching out the quad. Now, these are a little bit advanced, but you want to keep in mind this is where eventually you can go to. And then slowly bring it down. Now, sometimes when you're doing it, some people have sensitive knees. If you find that this hurts your kneecap, you could take a towel, you could fold it up, place it underneath your knee. and then it won't hurt. And down. Okay, coming out of the split, you're just going to slowly bring your feet up, stand up, and we're going to do the other side. So, feet apart, and again, you'll find that one side is more flexible than the other. You're going to come down, legs straight, and drop down. Back straight. Remember, 2, can come hands up, reach forward, bring the chest down, or take the back leg, bring it up, and back. Now, you can hold this split as long as you want. Again, don't take it to where you're in a lot of pain, just where it feels comfortable. One good rule that I have, if you find that your face is all crunched up and you're making faces, you've gone too far. You should be able to hold a stretch without making faces or wanting to kill me. Okay, and slowly come up, shake your legs out, and the split. Next, we're going to work back flexibility. Back flexibility is very important. How often do you hear older people say, oh, my back? And maybe, they don't even have to be old. They could be young, too, saying, I have a lot of back pain, because the back is weak, and we really have to strengthen those muscles back here. So I'm going to show you some exercises to do that. I'm going to take you from a beginning position to an advanced. Now, keep in mind, if you feel any pain that's not a good pain, you stop or you don't do this exercise, okay? But the first one everybody could do, and it's really, really good for your back. Now, what I want you to do is you're going to sit over and you're going to lay on your back. Okay, from this position, you're going to pull your feet in as far as you can. And what we're going to do from here is lift up the pelvis. Okay, this here is strengthening the back muscles into that position. And you're going to hold that. I want you to think someone is pulling you up by a string to the ceiling. So we're not sinking our hips in like that. You have to push the hips forward, squeeze the buttocks tight, and hold. Now, if this feels really good, you can interlock the hands, palms down, bring your shoulders in, and lift up even more, working more back flexibility. If you can hold this position for about 30 seconds, it'll do wonders for your back. Remember, you're breathing out, stomach is in tight. And come down very slowly, lower the back to the floor, and relax. You can repeat this exercise 3 times. We're going to go into a more advanced position. Okay, from here, same thing. You're going to lift up, bring it up. Now, what I want you to do is take your palms to the side of your head so your fingers are facing your feet. And you're going to bring your head to the floor. This might be it. If that's it, that's fine. You hold, you come down slow and relax. Okay, that's part A. Now, part B, from here, what you're going to do is straighten your arms up, arch your back, and down. Now, you might find that this is where your hands are going to go. This is where we're going to develop arm strength. You're going to lift up, push your shoulders back, hold your position, and breathe. Now, if you want to go into an advanced position from here, you can bend your knee and lift it up. In, and then the other leg. Bend, up, in, and down. Slowly come down, head down first, lower the back, hands down, relax, bring your legs out, shake your legs out, and your back should feel really good. The next back exercise we're going to do, I can tell you it works because I had some back pain, and this particular exercise strengthened the muscles in my back, and now it feels great. What I want you to do is you're going to come on your hands and knees, and your back is like a tabletop. Now, this requires a little bit of balance. The first thing you're going to do is take your leg up and back. Now, we're not going up high. What I want you to do is just keep your hips down and your leg is straight. From this position, if this works, you're going to take the opposite hand and reach. Reach forward with your hands, reach forward with your leg, keeping our balance. Breathing out, hold, stomach in tight, and bring the hand in, and other leg back. Now we're going to try the other side, and you can hold this for 30 seconds if you can. Slowly, bring the leg up, squeeze the butt tight, stomach in, get your balance, hand out. And in. From here, to relax your back, just sit back, press your butt to your heels, head down to the floor. You could keep your hands forward, or you could just bring them back. And this is a relaxing position. And slowly come up. You should feel right in here the muscles tightening up and coming together and making your back nice and strong. Okay, next what I want you to do is lay down on your back, legs straight, and I want you to take your left leg up. Okay, from this position here, your leg is straight, you're going to grab wherever you can. If you can grab your back of your leg, the calf, your foot, wherever you can go, and very slowly you're going to push it back. Now, when you're doing this particular exercise, you want to keep this leg straight. You'll find that this one will want to buckle up. That's not good. You want to keep it pressed down, back down, and hold. Now, if you can't reach, you could take a towel, you could take a sock, you could put it over your foot, and then hold it in that position, giving yourself resistance to come in. So either way, taking a belt, a towel, pulling it back, or using your hands. Okay, breathe out, keeping your hips straight. Now, what I want you to do is take your hand across your foot. We're going to take our hand to the side, and very slowly, we're looking at our hand in the opposite way. We're going to bring our leg down sideways, stretching out the inner leg. Keeping your legs straight. Breathe out. And slowly come up. Now remember, this could also be done with a towel. Now cross your hands over to the other side, or you could have your hand here. You're going to twist it across the body. So now, not only are we stretching our leg, but we're also getting a great spinal twist. So your head is going to go opposite your leg and hold. And slowly bring your leg up, stretch it back one more time, and down. Now let's repeat the other side. Leg up, grab as far as you can, and hold. If you could grab the bottom foot, it'll give you a little bit more stretch coming into the back of the calf. And take your hand to the side, from here, bringing out. Other hand comes out, and you're going to twist your head opposite your leg. And slowly come up, cross the hand over, bring your arm across, twist, stretching the back. Now the whole time you're doing this series of exercises, your legs are straight. Keep your shoulders down as far as you can. If you're tight, you're going to find your shoulders are going to come up. You want to press this down. And leg comes up, give it one more stretch up. And using your stomach muscles, if you can, sit up. Okay, next we're going to do a leg stretch. From this position, I want you to lay on your side and don't sink in this way or this way. You're right on your hip bone, nice and tight, stomach in. What I want you to do is take your leg in, grab on, and very slowly you're going to bring it out over your head. Now, you don't have to go as far as I am. You could go anywhere. You could hold onto your leg to here, depending on where your flexibility is. If you can go far, what you could do is you can come down, grab your other hand, and pull it in farther. Bend it in and out. Okay, let's try the other side. So what I want you to do is just switch over to the other hip. In. Bring your leg up. Out. If you could go farther, grab down, pulling up as high as you can. Back in. and down. Our final exercise that we're going to do before we go into some partner stretching is called the plow. It's a yoga exercise, and it's an exercise that the yogis find that this is one of the most beneficial exercises to do because you're in an inverted position. Okay, what I want you to do is you're going to come back. Now, it might be good if you have a mat or something to place underneath your neck because you might feel this one a little bit here. All right, so you want to be comfortable in this exercise. You're going to lay down from this position, and very slowly, your hands are at your side. You're going to bring your knees up to your forehead. Now, this might be as far as you can go. That's fine. You're still in an inverted position. From here, you're slowly going to try to straighten your legs and come over your head. Now, if you notice how my back went up into a straight position, number one, you could take your hands and push your back up right like that, elbows in close. Your stomach is in and you're breathing out. Now, when we finish, you're going to bring your knees back to your forehead, hands on the floor, and very slowly and controlled, using our abdominal muscles, come down to the floor. Now, if you want to go into an advanced position, from there, this might be fine. And this is good to hold as long as you can. The more time you have to hold this, the better it's going to be for you, and you'll find that your mind will become a lot more clearer. Part two, same thing. Bring the knees in to the head. Now we're going to go up into what's called a shoulder stand. You're going to bring your hands on your back, keep your back straight, and slowly bring your legs up. Stomach in, legs straight. This is great because most of the time our blood is running in one direction. When we invert ourselves, it runs the opposite way. Now, a couple variations from here. One, you could take your leg down, keeping it straight, try to touch the floor. Other leg could go down, also like if you were doing a split position. Then from here, slowly bring the leg up, other leg comes down. Back straight, and up. Now, second one, feet apart, like a split, holding that position there. And up. Third position we could do, take your insteps together, bringing your knees outward. And up. Now, two ways to get down. One, bring your knees to your forehead, slowly roll your back to the floor, legs straight, doing a little abdominal work, and slowly come down. More advanced position, from here, if you're up, 1, 2, coming into our wheel, and then down. A good thing to do after we do our stretching is relaxation. Hands out to the side, palms up, feet apart. Close your eyes. It's important. We just worked our body out. Now we're going to warm it down. Try to clear your mind of all thoughts and slowly relax every part of your body, starting from your toes, working all the way up to the head. Breathe out, and you'll find your mind starting to wander. Try not to think of anything else. Relaxation at the end is just as important as our workout. What we're doing is restoring our energy back into our body. So from here, you can hold this anywhere from 1 minute to 5 minutes. And then when you're done, you just slowly come up and relax. You'll find that after doing this little warm down meditation exercise, you'll feel energized, you'll feel really good. Sometimes if you're a little stressed, you can do this meditation position and just relax. Before you're going to go to bed, it's a great way to unwind, and you really, really, really feel good. next we're going to do some partner stretching. Partner stretching is fun, and it gives you that little bit more resistance that you need, other than you're doing it by yourself. Now, the first one we're going to do, Mickey is going to stand behind me, and you're going to pull your feet in as close as you can, grabbing on to the bottom of your legs. Now, keep your back straight. This is an exercise where I really see people bend forward like that and the legs up like that. No good. Keep the back straight, legs down. And even if your legs are up here, it doesn't matter. Wherever your partner is going to push him down a little bit, that's going to be fine. From here, legs down, back straight, stomach in, and all they're going to do is very slowly push down. Now, when you're working with a partner, it's very important to tell them when to stop. Okay, now I'm going to direct you. You can push them all the way down. Okay, from that position there, they're going to give you that little more stretch that you have. This works extremely well coming into the inner groin muscles, which are great to do those side kicks. A lot of times people say, well, how come I can't kick high? It's because these muscles are tight. You really have to loosen them up. From this position here, you could keep your back straight and lean forward, and she could basically push forward a little bit on my back. Right, coming forward, hands down, pushing all the way down. And up. Now, for someone, if you're really flexible, what I'm going to have her do, and this is only if you're extremely flexible, because not only do I want to reach the beginner, but I also want to reach you that are flexible, but I want to take you to the next step to get more flexible. Okay, Mickey, just lean on my back, back to back. And what she's going to do is with the back of her weight is just lean forward and push down. Okay, come up higher. Right, bringing my chest down to my feet and up. So that's just a little bit more resistance you could use. Only if you could get your feet flat down, then you would take the next step. Okay? Another one we're going to do is you're going to face your partner, and one person is going to sit with their feet apart, and the other person is going to take their heels and put it right on the inside of the ankles. From this position here, you're going to grab hands. Now keep your back straight, stomach in tight, and very slowly, I'm going to go forward. Now, depending on your flexibility and your partner's flexibility, this might be as far as you can go. And both of you are going to feel this in the inner thigh. Now from here, I'm going to go all the way back. But remember, keep in mind, you might not get to this position, and you're going to hold it. Now, from here, your partner is going to slowly pull you up, keeping your back straight, and they're going to pull you forward into that position also. And you're just going to repeat this a couple times. One comes up, and you lay back, hold, and you'll find you'll feel the stretch different when you're going back or when you're coming forward, coming all the way down. And we'll do it one more time. Back, and forward. Now, once you reach this position here, you're going to bring your legs together, bounce them out, and now you're going to switch and place your feet on the inside of your partner's. Grab hands, stomach in, slowly come forward. Now you see Mickey isn't as stretched as I am, so I can't go all the way back, so you have to adapt to the other person's flexibility. From here, now she'll pull forward, and I feel it a little bit more in the back of my legs as I did in the previous position. And again, forward, stomach in tight, you go back. And remember, it's very important that you tell your person to stop. And back. One more time. Forward. And back. And up. Good. And then bounce your legs out. Okay, next we're going to do some exercises against a wall. So this way you can have a partner, but they don't really have to be there. Our final partner stretch is against the wall. Now, what I want you to do is you're going to get your partner, they're going to stay in front of you, and you're going to bring your leg up straight. From this position here, they're very slowly going to come up and bring it up as high as you can. Now, whenever you feel the pain, you're going to say stop, right? If you're flexible enough, you could push it all the way up against the wall, holding that position there. So your legs are straight, both legs. Try to keep your other leg as straight as you can also. And you're going to hold this, maybe hold it for about 15 seconds, and then slowly come down. Now from this position here, just bend your leg in, loosen it up a little bit, and down. And we're going to try the other side. Leg up, you'll find once again that one leg is probably going to be tighter than the other. When you feel that pain, that pull, you're going to say stop. Otherwise, you keep going all the way up and hold. And slowly down. Next exercise we're going to do against the wall is the handstand. Now, I love to do handstands. Number one, it's really good to strengthen our wrists. A lot of times people have weak wrists and they don't strengthen them. One good way is push-ups. One good way is a handstand against a wall. Now, anybody could do this. Sometimes it's a little bit scary at first for you to invert yourself into this position. But we're going back into that principle that when your body is inverted, it's probably one of the best things you could do for your body. Now, first, I'm going to do the position and show you how to do it, and then I'm going to have a partner come and show you how to do it with a partner, because if you're a little afraid to go up against the wall. Okay, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to face your wall, and from this position, you're going to bring your hands right up against the wall. Okay, fingertips down. From here, what you're going to do is you're going to kick your back leg up, and then your other leg comes up, and try to straighten your arms. Now, you might find your arms are going to go like this. You could do push-ups against the wall, too. That's a fun thing. But for now, you want to try to straighten your legs, holding your position, body as straight as you can. Part two, a more advanced position, is very slowly you can bring your legs off to the side. Press your butt up against the wall, and you get a nice leg stretch going on. And then your feet come back up, using strength to bring it up, get your body straight. Now to come down from this position, you're just going to take one foot down, other foot down, relax your back, and slowly come up. This is such an excellent exercise. Now, I'm going to bring my partner out, Colonel Sanchez. He actually can do this, but I'm going to show you how, if you can't do it, how to against the wall. Now, you're going to place your fingertips against the wall. Now, from here, you're just going to kick your leg up, and your partner is going to catch your leg and bring you against the wall. Okay, as the leg kicks up, push it against the wall, other leg here, holding your position, arms straight. Your partner could brace you up so you feel a little comfortable. Bring one leg down, and then the other leg comes down slowly. Thank you. Well, thank you for doing stretches with me. I hope you've enjoyed it. My best advice is take some of these exercises that you feel you really need and work them as often as you can. Again, a couple points to remember is to vary your stretching, challenge yourself, don't do the same thing, and keep a goal. And be realistic about your goal. Don't say, I'm going to do a split next week, because that might not happen. You might not get the split for 2 years. You might not ever get it. But you will get further and further. And the more flexible your body is, the stronger it is, the healthier you'll become, and you'll find that you won't get as sick as you might be in the past. It's very good health-wise. Well, thank you, and I hope you've enjoyed it, and see you again.